What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ape Well. Today, we're going to be looking through the top 10 NFT projects on OpenSea and choosing whether we would buy them or sell them based on their current prices. We call it sweep or sell. Really glad to have you all here today. As you can see, we do the stream every Monday at noon Central. If you're here watching live, definitely hang out with us, make some picks in the comments, and feel free to ask any questions you got. We all do this. We all do Web3 full time, so yeah, we pretty much any NFT crypto related stuff, we can hook you up with some answers. But I'm Paper Ape, and joining me as always are my two co-hosts, Tytropolis. How's it going, Ty?
Hey, GM Paper. How you doing, brother? Happy Monday, fam.
GM, happy Monday. Doing good. And we also got Kaizen. Kaizen, how's it going, man?
Hey, GM, guys.
GM. Glad the mic's working now.
I know I was holding my breath in anticipation. I was like, I've done so many demos where it doesn't work and then the meeting starts, but god damn it, somehow that fucking microphone figured itself out.
Yeah. Kaizen
Hell
was
yeah.
fourth down and 10, and he made it work.
Yeah, I'm traveling, guys. I'm in Oklahoma, and you guys know how that hotel Wi-Fi is, so it holds out for the call.
Yes, in Oklahoma, man. Sheesh.
We got a very Oklahoma crowd today. Are you still in Oklahoma too, Ty?
No. Your boy is back in ATX. I got back late on Friday. And so pretty much just like, in the swing of things, but I am back from that 10-day road trip.
Nice.
Excited to
Well,
see you.
Welcome back.
You back by Wednesday, man?
I'll be back. We're driving back tomorrow, so I'll be to see everybody on Wednesday.
Lovely.
Sweet.
Did you guys go to ACL this week or no?
Missed it this year.
I did not. I was kind of playing it by ear. I had a couple friends in town, and we kind of just, bounced around the other parts of the city and didn't actually hit up ACL, but might go next week. It looked like a lot of fun from everything I was seeing in the chat.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I wish the lineup was better this year.
Yeah. I want to see Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's about it.
For sure. Are they coming back next week?
I think so.
Or were they week one?
Man, I thought they were doing both weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing them would be so dope. I didn't even realize they were still like traveling and performing until the VMAs, and I saw Flea going crazy on the bass like always, and still got it.
Still got it, man. Yeah, they're solid. I saw them
killed it
in high school, and that was it.
You gotta love those bands that just never stop performing and touring. Like Metallica's still going hard, and they're probably in like their 60s by now. Still doing world tours and everything.
Right. Dude, wasn't Paul McCartney the headliner 2 years ago?
I think you're right.
Big Dog's got to be pushing 75.
I mean, last year they also had George Strait, and I mean, he's old as fuck.
Legend.
Shout out to him, though.
Right.
Yeah, with all due respect. But yeah, y'all had a good fantasy matchup.
Compliment.
Bro, too soon. What do you mean good? For Kaizen, I got smacked.
Kaizen had to get his first win of the season. It had to happen eventually.
Oh, fuck, dude. Thanks. Kaizen, you got off lucky this time. Maybe we'll meet in the playoffs.
Fine, man. I did a W, man. I was 0-4. Like maybe I was going to finish the season like 0-14. Pretty good right now.
Hey. Yeah, you kicked my ass. Healthy.
The craziest part about like all the games that happened in our league is that Tush, he's the guy who did the auto draft. He's from overseas, so like he doesn't pay attention to football at all. He beat Max, the number one team, undefeated.
Max,
while he started two people that didn't even play.
Bro, no
and
way.
He still won. Yeah. And he's tied. He's 4-1 in the league, tied for first place right now.
Dude, he's 4-1?
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah, these things are insane, and that's with starting two players who were injured. So he's got the dark horse sleeper team. I don't know if he's ever going to change his lineup, but he's in first. So
You know, I think that's
we gotta pick up the slack.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm over here trying to tinker on my fucking team, dude, and that's just sending me L's.
Yeah, I had a trade go through last week. It went through today, but we did it a few days ago. I traded the Ramondre Stevenson, the Patriots' #2 running back, over to Dangle Factory. And then, of course, on Sunday, the Patriots' #1 running back goes down. And then it's all Stevenson. He drops like 20 points. And now he's going to be their main guy.
No way.
And so, yeah, that just – opportunity cost definitely lost there.
That sucks. But you got Judy in the matchup, didn't you?
I also traded away Judy. Hey, what's up, Gatsby? GM, just seeing you down in the comments, holding on to both you QQL mint passes. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into the QQL in just a second. Kaizen, I know you were talking about that last week. Have you ended up making any moves with that?
No, man, I've almost I unloaded a lot like a move, and I just didn't pull the trigger. Are we going to cover that one? Is that in the top 10?
It's not in the top 10 right now. I don't think there's enough volume on it.
Okay, so
but we can definitely talk about it.
And so, yeah, holding them like, man, I almost for Oklahoma City. Like, we had the car all loaded up, and I was like, do I need to buy this or not? And I was looking at it just the day prior, like 15 or 20 QQLs had sold. It had been in like a week, and I dug. Tyler Hobbs had bought 10 of them and 5, and then there was like 5 other random sales. So I better hold off. Like, that's kind of telling me like maybe official at the moment. And so I'm still much, but I'm just, if my thesis is right back, and I'm hoping to snag it then, I'll be wrong, and they'll be on the moon. But
would you rather buy a mint pass or something that somebody else already minted?
Man, if there was some, we'd buy something that they minted, like some of the stuff that, but I don't think I'm going to get that at mint price. The mint pass price.
He says mint pass is definitely the play. I got to agree with him. The only way that I could see it being worth not getting a mint pass right now is if you're paying up for one of those that like won the QQL contest, or, you know, this is super unique.
Yeah.
I can't even find any of those for sale right now. So yeah, mint pass definitely seems like it is the move. Have you guys been paying attention to the Mutant Hounds? Gatsby's also asking about that. That's part of the Mutant cartel ecosystem.
I haven't really been paying attention to it, other than seeing like Lior and some of the other, well-known Mutant cartel or megas talk about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that much info on it either, to be honest. I had one of the Mutant cartel tickets for a little bit. And like, I minted it, and then I just sold it a few weeks ago just because I was getting offers on it. And I think that's just in preparation because people are getting ready for the Mutant Hounds. Honestly, I probably should have kept it, but I just wanted that extra liquidity. So yeah, I don't know too much about it, but Gatsby definitely enlighten us on some of this stuff. So let's see. Okay, this is back on the QQL. 2% royalties, deflationary, curate what you like. Seems like the play.
Oh,
I mean, a lot of people
think, man. And,
yeah, go ahead, Kaizen.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
No, I was just saying that, like, one of the narratives that I saw was that this is the first collection where it's human curated, even though it's got that generative algorithm in there. And so, like, that's kind of the historical sticking point for this collection. Like, it's the first hybrid, in a way, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's so cool. And clarify, I think it's a 10% open. That's obviously ideal situation. But if you will, I think you get 2% because you're considered to be like the thing that you meant.
Like the curator of it.
Exactly. So if you sells, and most get 2% sent back.
How does it enforce that 2%? Like, is there ways that they can get around it now with things like pseudo swap popping up?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I think it's basic looks rare, just the main ones. You won't get those.
I think too, and maybe Gatsby could chime in the chat, but I think you can't even list QQL on certain NFT platform or exchanges. I think because of the royalty situation.
Yeah, you're right. They like blacklisted the pseudo swap address or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so let's see. Hold on, I want to show Gatsby's comment about the mutant hounds. So loving this. The Genesis Oath Pledge passes have been full of activity for the upcoming Mutant Hounds Mint. Yeah, I think they'll do well because not that many people really know about the Mutant Cartel, I feel. Or at least I don't see that much buzz on it on Twitter, but I feel like when those hounds drop, and then obviously they've been making the mega hounds, I think they'll probably make a good amount of noise within the whole Bored Ape and Mutant Ape ecosystems. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I think that they've got a nice like foundation of that community that they've built. Mutant Cartel's been around for a long bit. I'm not a member of it, low key, but they're doing cool shit. Definitely support them, and I think it'll make some waves. It seems like those megas or Lior are like somewhat in connection or like have some decent relationship with either Yuga or Improbable. It seems like they're working a little bit closer behind the scenes, maybe than we think. I don't know. Just my take.
I agree. And then building something like that within one of the like most supportive communities that supports communities within their ecosystem. I mean, I can only see mutants pushing that super hard on Twitter, especially the ones that have those Genesis oaths, and want to get more people in because there's not that many passes out there, I don't think, compared to some of these other collections.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely something cool to keep an eye on. I'd be curious to know when the Mutant Hounds are minting. Like, I don't even know when that is happening, when that's planned for.
No, same. Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, let's see. All right, so for QQL, Dandelion announced that they're working on a seed marketplace. There have been a few OTC deals already. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know enough about the QQL and like how all these different I guess the OTC stuff is how to get around the 2%. I guess they can't keep adding to the blacklist addresses to enforce that 2%. It seems like fighting a losing battle almost. Because then like these new places can just pop up for them to do the OTC deals.
Yeah, you can get them on pseudo. Looking at that, that's why I was messaging you guys about it. Watching multiple deals for those go down on pseudo, which is blackballed or blacklisted X2, but they let pseudo run, which is really weird. When you do set your commission at 10%, like people to look for somewhere else to trade.
Facts.
Yeah, it really kills the flippers that are trying to, make a profit for that kind of stuff. And I've seen some projects just completely die out from that 10%. So, yeah, we need other options like that, just in general.
Yeah, man, I do see like there's this section fine art that's within NFT that like kind of talk shit about like even like he's a photographer, and I love his like. Don't buy my work unless you're and stuff like this. My stuff is not. Man, I I have my working on, and I would be totally stuff like if there was a market for that. Like I just flipping is the lifeblood of this whole market. Why we still have anybody still playing this, and I think it's kind of weird, man. For Tyler Hobbs, they try and shun that.
All right,
Yeah,
a little bit more.
I mean, especially when they just made however many millions on the mint itself.
Yes,
That's kind of
17.
it's like doubling.
Yeah,
right, sorry, I got distracted.
insane.
I've just been reading this comment here. So it says the Mutant Hound will mint after their meetup around the Halloween dates, and then they're part of the 3 means of transport for Otherside. And the Otherside part is what really interests me. I had no idea that there's already like 2 other means of transport. Have y'all heard anything about this?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Unless like Kodas are one of them, which I'm hoping. But even the Otherdeeds, the prices have been, here we go, land, water, and air. That makes sense. I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the Otherdeed prices, but the floor is finally starting to move a little bit on them.
Oh yeah,
It's been creeping up the past couple days. It's up to like 1.77, I think. And I think it was like 1.6 something last week. So maybe people are getting ready for some kind of announcement that could be coming out. I'm sure that's something that we'll find out whenever we hop into the sweeper cell. But that's just one of those things I noticed. Like I almost FOMO'd into another Otherdeed yesterday just based off of the price action.
interesting.
Yeah, but if y'all want to get it kicked off, or what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, on that note, I was just gonna say, like, I know some whales swept 5 mutants the other day, and like some other, like, yeah, I think the run up is slowly but surely in effect. People are starting to pick up their extra pieces.
Yeah, and the other thing is like ape staking is coming back up too. So,
Yep.
I mean, that's what, like 2-3 weeks away max.
3 weeks to the day.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that's like the first thing we'll end up getting into on Sweeper Cell. I'm gonna cue the intro video. We'll get it kicked off, and then we'll look into some of these other collections. We'll probably end up talking more about the hounds and stuff once we get to the Otherdeeds. So yeah, let's get it kicked off. I made a new intro video, so let's see what y'all think. All right. Getting us kicked off for Sweeper Cell. If you're watching this live, be sure to play along with us. Let us know in the chat whether you would sweep or sell these projects. Spam the broom emoji or spam the thumbs down emoji. And then bonus points if you tell us why you're sweeping or selling this stuff. Because sometimes y'all get it right and we get it wrong, and vice versa. And also, with that said, nothing we say is financial advice. We're all full-time Web3 Degens, but we don't get it right all the time. We're just going off our own opinions here. So let's see. Last week's results. Sorry. Ty, you took the L in fantasy, but you took the W in Sweeper Cell.
Let's go. Hey, haven't seen the first place double barrel in a while. I'll take it.
It was a pretty, like, we all got 6 out of 10 right, and we were all pretty close in the P&L. It was just like very small projects that ended up making the difference for us this week.
That's what's up.
Let's see. Let me open up the detailed list here.
Hey, for once, sweep or sell kind of actually matches what I did in real life. Let's go.
Yeah. So like the big differences here, the big win for last week was the sweeping the QQL Mint Pass. We all got that right. 2.91 profit in ETH. And then our biggest L was all sweeping the RENGA black box, which was minus 0.55 on the P&L there. But then Ty won because he swept the Kodas while we sold them. And that ultimately was the biggest difference right there.
Don't fade the Kodas, y'all. Hope you learned your lesson.
And and I think that plays into the
Congrats.
pumping.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here, we got the chat going. I need to turn the overlay on real quick. I need to hire somebody. I need an intern, so I don't have to do all the like mixing myself on this thing. But yeah, we'll get it going somehow. Kaizen or Ty, if y'all want to let me know if a comment pops up, because like I'm working on minimal screens because I'm traveling also.
Oh, that's right.
I might miss some things.
All right.
But
yeah.
Anyway, this is what the top 10's looking like for today. We got Bored Ape Yacht Club, #1, Clone X, Other Side / Otherdeeds. We're going to skip art blocks just because it's a whole platform instead of just one collection. We got DeGods, Autoglyphs, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Kitaro, Deep Objects, RENGA are in the top 10.
It's a solid top 10.
Yeah, like usually we've been seeing a lot of the smaller projects in the top 10 or like a lot of Solana projects. There's still a few Solana projects, but this is more of the blue chips this week. So,
facts.
Yeah, we'll jump right in here.
Before we kick off, Gatsby jumped in and we got a question. Code drop for artifact holders in November, ? I feel like Gatsby's trolling a little bit because those little monsters in that artifact video definitely looked like some Kodas and paper. I was going to get your take on that when we met up this morning.
Yeah, I think they do look like Kodas. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say about it. I think
are they working with the other side?
Huh?
Do you think they're working with the other side, or are those just similar looking artifact creatures?
I don't think they're working together. I think they're probably making stuff so it can eventually be integrated into the other side and they can have their own ecosystem, a presence for their ecosystem there. But I think I have two different thoughts on this. One, I think we're going to get like all these different kind of monsters. So not all of them are going to look like that one that looked really similar to a Koda. Okay. But part of me also thinks that the reason they included that one in there was to just draw up this controversy. I feel like Artifact always has some kind of controversial stuff happen whenever they do a mint or any kind of drop or do a trailer. Somehow they're great at capturing everybody's attention and just having people talk about them. So part of the conspiracy theorist in me thinks that that's why they specifically added that monster in there, but I don't think everything is going to look exactly like that.
That's valid. Makes sense. Gatsby's chiming in. Makes sense. And I feel like Clones had a little run up. I feel like somehow low key, not fudding them. A little run ups happened before some news leaks out for Artifact. I don't know if that was the trailer or if we're ready to expect something else. But is Artifact on the top 10?
Artifact is #2. Clone X is #2. So let's just start with Clone X since we're on the topic. Right now, the floor price is 9.35. I will say a couple weeks ago, we can look back at it right here.
We were pushing like 6, huh?
Yeah, so September 12th, a month ago, Clone X floor was 5.65. And it was pretty low. It wasn't even in the top 10 the past couple weeks. And then it's finally back in the top 10 because Artifact, they're doing Clone-tober, which is just, they're basically turning the Clone X into the story mode. So they're going to start adding some lore behind it. We're going to start learning more about the clones. So there's just been a lot of announcements lately, and I think it'll continue over the next 2 or 3 weeks. So just to add some context to where the price was at, where it's at currently, and, where it could be in a week from now. Okay,
you sweeping or selling?
I mean, based on that, it's tough because the floor price is up about 3 ETH in probably a week or two, which
Right.
is pretty big percentage compared to the total floor price here. It just went up another 0.05. But I know they already have way more announcements slated for the rest of the month. So since we're doing this on just a week-to-week basis, I'm hesitant because the price is already really high, but I think they'll just keep coming out with more news. So I'm going to sweep these. We'll sweep them at 9.4. Let me lock in that price right there.
That's legit. Yeah, Gatsby's going with hold for the sweep until the dip. And I'm gonna, that's what I was thinking too. And you made the point for me, Paper. They've just been ripping huge, even if we've got some news. Same thing with RENGA, maybe foreshadowing where I'm at with that. But I'm gonna sell these for right now. I think they're gonna drop a little bit before they keep spiking.
Respect. All right, Kaizen, you're going to be the tiebreaker on this one. Are you going to be sweeping or selling Clone X? Also, Gatsby. Oh, wait, he said he'd sweep on the dip. All right, I was going to say let us know also. But, yeah, go ahead, Kaizen.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Ty on this. I was watching this, man. I feel like it over 10 for a minute. And I feel like that the thing that we saw with DeGods disconnected with you. And I feel like a lot of that, and I saw people liquidating mutants to Degens, and then I saw people selling. Well, I think you kind of made a comment saying no. Like, I think again, just like you guys said, it'll pull back. Just I think it's its own thing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what ends up playing out. I saw a tweet from Artifact saying that they want to expand the ecosystem, and so it seems like this next drop, whatever it is, will be available to a lot of people instead of just clone holders. So another thing to watch out for. Maybe it'll be higher supply, lower mint price. Just something to keep an eye out for.
Yo, sorry for the noise. These cars are just drag racing right outside. My bad.
That's how I know you're back in Austin. You never hear that in Oklahoma.
Facts.
All right. So back to the number one in volume for the day. I think it's only had like 3 or 4 sells because that's all it takes to get number one on OpenSea. But Bored Ape Yacht Club, 80 ETH floor price. How are y'all feeling about this? I know we were just talking about it earlier. We got ape staking coming up, and because of that, I mean, I think people are gonna want to hold on to their stuff so they can maximize that staking if that's what they're planning on doing for the other side. Yeah, so I mean, I guess just based off that, you can probably tell where my head's at with this, but I'm gonna sweep the apes also. You want to go next?
Dude.
Or whoever.
I'm gonna sweep, man. I think today from staking, I feel like we're gonna start seeing that FOMO and while it's still affordable.
Oh, we might have lost you, Kaizen. You cut out there for a sec.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sweep. I'm sweeping.
Sweeping them. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, it could go either way. I think it's just a matter of like when it takes off and how we top up between now and next week. But I'll sell them just because I think there's a lot of crazy uncertainty in like the overall market right now. Just all things considered, like globally and shit. So
agreed.
That might
like
get
nuked tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, right. Fuck. So I'm gonna sell.
Yeah, let me just add some negativity to the stream real quick.
Hey, just keeping it real.
Straight up. All right. So back. Yeah. So all right. Number 3 collection for the day. We got Otherdeeds, And instead of doing the other deed price, we're going to look at the Kodas again. But first, I just wanted to point out the floor price on these. It's 1.77. We haven't seen it that high in a while. I guess it's maybe it topped out there. But yeah, even the Kodas were going up too. And I think this is what won it for Ty last week, sweeping the Kodas. So it'll be a interesting one to see what we do today. But let's see that Koda floor price. 14.19.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, so based off the last trailer that we saw Yuga Labs drop from the other side, it seems like there's going to be some more announcements coming out in Q4. I don't know when exactly that would be, but yeah, I don't know. We still got a lot of time left, and I don't know if we'll get any announcements before then. What, I don't know. Have you guys heard anything from other side or Kodas or anything like that?
No, I mean, nothing like officially, not really even any rumors. I feel like you keep me in the loop on the other side stuff with all the demos and everything, just because I'm not even holding right now. But these little guys won it for me last week, so I'm definitely sweeping again. I'm going to run it back.
All right, we'll get that locked in there. Kaizen, how do you feel about the Kodas?
Man, I'm gonna sell it. Just I think that as we get closer to some liquidity, people flipping their Kodas to get dogs. So I'm gonna just stay with that narrative and sell this week.
Selling, all right. It's tough. I love my Kodas, but I think I'm gonna have to keep with the sell also.
Oh wow.
I think there's other things that'll have people's attention between now and then, more so than the other side. And just like you said, Kaizen, I can see them just, maybe selling an other deed land for, ApeCoin, or maybe switch from a Koda to a Mutant to capitalize on the staking. There's just a lot of different ways it can go. So I'm gonna play it safe and then sell these.
That's definitely the safe move. Not gonna lie. Hey, Gatsby just jumped in. Yeah, check this out.
Yeah, let's see. So 15K other deeds left, and 15K Genesis items and 10K TF. Speculation is some will drop for 10K TF Genesis holders. Oh, all right. I mean, so the Genesis traits in 10K TF are who gets the priority for airdrops and that kind of stuff. So that would be a really interesting thing to see. I'm not sure where the 15K. I don't know if I'm following on the 15K other deeds left, but because I know there's the 100K other deeds that are still going to drop at some point. But if 10K TF people have priority to some of that, I mean, that's just going to be a rocket ship for that collection.
Yeah, that and something like that might make sense. Like maybe out of the 100K, 15K or some amount go to like 10K TF. I could see that for sure.
Yeah, and it's not like a far-fetched idea, because from Battletown, people are already getting ApeCoin staking rewards. They're getting ApeCoin rewards for doing these missions. So there's clear partnerships between like ApeCoin and 10K TF.
Yep.
And I'm gonna assume the other side in 10K TF also. So yeah, that's a really good point.
That really reminds me of just for the initial drop. There was again the trailer with Cool Cat's World. Like, I'm glad that, but I personally don't think that's gonna happen. Man, how much money did they drop? I just don't see them deciding to kind of sell those.
Did you say sell?
Sell.
Sorry, the connection's kind of is cutting out a couple of your words sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the That's for sure. But I'm pretty sure that was sell.
For which
Bet.
one? We're still on Koda?
Still on Kodas. Yeah.
Yes, Kodas.
But yeah, we'll move on to number 4 for the day. We got DeGods back up in the. I mean, it's in the top 4. First thing that's a non-Yuga Labs. Never mind. Forget anything that I'm saying right now. We got DeGods number 4, 310 Solana floor price. For me, I still have absolutely no idea what's going on over on Solana because I don't follow those influencers on Twitter. It's just not my vibe, not my circle. I have looked into DeGods before, and nothing really stood out to me compared to what we got on Ethereum. So I'm going to sell these just because if I had a DeGod, I would take my 310 Solana and just ride that out instead.
That's a fair take. That's a fair take. I like how you just went at the DeGods, fam. The big news this weekend is DeGods dropped their royalties to 0%. And there was a couple big Twitter spaces that everybody was jumping in, talking about their thoughts and sharing their thoughts on it and blah, blah, blah. But that was like the hype this weekend, if you weren't as in tune as you normally are. So yeah, Frank set the tone. That was the like ominous message that he posted last week and then deleted. Which was basically like, hey, just had some phone calls. Shit's about to change. So I don't know if it's like marketplace related. That's what a lot of the rumors are. Is that all these exchanges are going to be essentially going to 0% option if that's what you want to do. And it's just a hot topic right now.
I mean, I feel like that's probably the smart thing to do anyway, just because like exactly what you said. And like people are gonna find ways if they really don't want to pay royalties to get around it. So yeah, that's just one of those new things. Like if you have an NFT project, you can't rely on those royalties in the first place anymore. So you got to figure out something else that's going to generate that revenue.
Yep.
But I guess based on all that info, are you going to sweep these or sell these, Ty?
I'm gonna sell the DeGods, man. I think that they hit their peak. There's been no update on Utes or whatever's going on. Frank's doing his thing. Sounds like he's busy. Probably not a bad bet long term, but I think they're fire sale right now. Let's get them out of here.
Hell yeah.
Gatsby's with me. Sell.
Gatsby's also selling. Kaizen, are you going to be the one that breaks the trend here?
I've been over here troubleshooting my hope. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, crispy now.
Okay, good. Man, you guys, Ty, you made some great points. 0% commission is a wild move to them for taking that leap. Take commissions for artists, so I'm kind of but I think that they had their moment. Let's sell it.
All right, you heard it here first. 100% sells for the DeGods. I also want to point out that like pretty much every Solana project that we've covered on here has like for the past few weeks has gone negative like the week after it, except for Critters Cult, which was up by like 0.05 ETH. Yeah, just wanted to throw that out there, but we're all selling, so all on the same side on that one. Autoglyphs are number 5 on the list, which have an insane floor price, 345 ETH. I didn't know these were that high, and I don't think anything is actually selling for this high, except for, I guess this one right here sold for 381.
Damn.
But the claim to fame for Autoglyphs, for those who don't know, are these are the first on-chain generative art on Ethereum. It's all just, I mean, you can see what it is. It's just these little lines. It's all generative, and it's the first to do it.
OG stuff.
Yeah. Like as far as the things that are going to maintain their value from historical purposes, this, I mean, you can tell by the floor price. This is going to be one of those that will always be in that topic of conversation. But I don't personally pay that much that close attention to the autoglyphs. What about y'all?
No, I mean it's definitely not a project that like I track or like keep close attention to. But when these sales come up, like you know what I mean, like they make waves and you hear about it.
Yeah, it looks like the floor price is way higher than the average sell, like almost by 2x. So like just off that, I think I'm gonna have to sell these just because I don't think anything's actually gonna sell at this price. I think the only reason this one right here sold for 381 is because it was number 381, and I I don't think that's a reliable way to go about this. So I am gonna be selling these at 345.
That's legit. You know, we probably won't talk about them again for another 3 months, low key. But yeah, I mean, whenever they do get brought up, depending on what, yeah, it could go either way. I'll sell them.
I mean, you can change your mind and buy them, and if it goes up to 450, then you're up like 100 ETH on the week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to bet on that either. Kaizen, same thing with you?
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, had these. I've been tracking these lately, and I obviously I would love to have one, but I think it's way out of my range. So I just send my list, man, of my bookmarks of things, and I didn't even see the sale, so I'm surprised. I've been traveling, so I haven't really been looking, but man, this is an OG collection that if anybody that has liquidity, I mean, it's expensive, but I think this is one of those, top 5 all-time collections that if you ever had to get one, this would be one. But I'm gonna sell it, man. I think you guys will be a few weeks, maybe a month before sale. It's so expensive.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how high all these sales are. Like we're seeing a consistent 200 plus sales on these things, and like I feel like Autoglyphs don't get that same recognition as Fidenzas or something that also sells for this high. Yeah, it's just one of those like unsung heroes in the NFT space, I guess. But cool. Yeah, I would like to do some dive, like a deep dive on some of that historic generative stuff.
Yeah, fact.
I was never a big generative art person until like very recently.
That's legit.
Yeah, they're really well regarded in the punks chat. People flex them, and they just come up conversation in there, and like a separate tag get in the Discord if you're a verified Autoglyphs owner. So I mean, it's obviously a big time collection.
Yeah, there's no flex like an Autoglyph. And all that kind of stuff with no utility is doing great right now. Like the utility stuff in this bear market has got hit hard, but things like the Autoglyphs, ENS domains. I mean, ENS does have utility, but I mean, I'm talking about the triple digits where you really can flex that. They're just doing well. But anyway, moving on to the collection number 6, we got Mutant Ape Yacht Club, 15.6 floor price. These things have been pretty even from last time, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Last time they appeared on here, they were at 16.05 compared to, and then dropped to 15.29. So they're about in the middle right now. Yeah, I guess I'll get us kicked off on this one. So I think same line of thinking as the Bored Apes. Ape staking's coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I think people are going to start accumulating these mutants so they can start, maximizing that the maximum amount of ape coin that they can stake. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep these at 15.6. Kaizen, yeah. We'll move to you next.
Sweep as well. I saw some selling during that whole Connects trailer drops. I saw them selling in the forge, so I feel like that's going to be the local body up from here, up until staking, and then what happens there. But yeah, let's.
Yeah, it looks like pretty consistent sales above the current floor price too. Like, and so floor's 15.6, then we're seeing 17, 16, 22, 16, 15.9, 17. Yeah, I think this will probably get scooped up quick. So yeah, totally agree. Ty, what about you?
Yeah, I'm on the same page, fellas. I think I would sweep them.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping that one comes true. I've been thinking about buying another mutant lately, but I'll probably have to get rid of some other stuff. So I might, put that one on the side for now. And also shout out to everyone who's watching live right now. Play along with us. Let us know whether you would sweep or sell these things. We'd love to hear what you guys think about it all. So we're back on the Solana NFTs for this next one. I have no idea what this collection is. It's called Lunar NFT. I think it's brand new, unrevealed. Have you guys heard anything about it?
Lunar. No, this is the first. First I'm hearing about it.
All right. So it says redefine your Web3 identity, match your spirit, find like-minded people, produced by the Open DAO and art by Zigor. I don't remember. I've heard the Open DAO, but I don't know anything they do. Let's check out their Twitter. Oh, Open DAO's the SOS guys.
Nice. They gave a drop around, I guess, last week ago, right?
Oh, sorry. The voice kind of cut out.
Did SOS give us a nice token drop?
Yeah, they did. There were the smart ones about it that just calculated it by NFT activity on OpenSea, and just airdropped based on like trading volume.
Yeah, that was a nice one, man. We're way a token drop.
But I feel like they kind of faded into irrelevancy after that. Like I have not seen anything with SOS, anything with Open DAO. And I don't know, for me, that makes me just not want to touch this. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep Lunar. I'm not familiar with it or any of that ecosystem. And I'm not a big Solana guy either. So yeah, it's a sell for me.
Yep, I'm on the same page. I'm selling for all those same reasons, bro.
Guys, need to break the tie here? Or, never mind, it's not a tie.
No way. I'm selling. There's no way I'm going to buy anything that's already been pumping. Like, no way.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured we were going to be all in the same thought process there. Gatsby is also selling along with us. Also, shouts out to Steezy Jones. He's saying, "What about the Kennels?" Kennels aren't in the top 10, but we can check them out real quick. I know those were down a little bit. I think I would play these probably the same as the Mutants and the Apes because they're getting that extra staking rewards at the end of the month. So yeah, I mean, if this was on sweep or sell, I'd sweep these.
Kennels, yeah, I think I'd sweep the Kennels too.
And they were at like 6.5 earlier today.
I'm on the other side of this one, guy. I think the fact that people are going to have to buy back, like most of the people I know sold their ape coin, and I'm not going to buy back the amount of what I received for that initial. And so these dogs to play is if you've maximized full amount that you got for your mutant, and then you want to there, that's even more ape coin that you got to buy. I actually sold some for this QQL thing that I may or may not get, and I think that this might be the one assets that doesn't see the pump. So wrong, but that's a take on it.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's definitely good points. Yeah, I love the broom emojis. Let's go, Gatsby.
I like Gatsby chiming. Thanks for riding with us. This is fun.
Love your energy. All right, so let's see, 8, 9, 10. Number 8 on the list, we got Kitaro World. So this was down last week. I think we probably all got this wrong. Yeah, so looking back at last week, floor price was originally 0.32, and when I took the prices an hour ago, it was down to 0.24. So we all got that one wrong, and it's down a little bit more. It's down to 0.229. This is not a project that interests me personally, so I'm gonna sell. I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm selling. Kaizen, didn't you buy some of these, or am I getting this wrong?
No, guys. Yeah, I'm still holding either 7 of these things. Man, it's roller coaster. Like it pumped after our call last week, 0.5, and and I didn't take profit. I ran some errands, came back home, and it was already 3, like a couple hours later. So I'm still holding, man. I just don't know why. I've cashed out a few of them. I have this feeling, man, like, again, long term, my dash is going to happen. The short term, I feel like kind of retest that 0.5. I'm going to buy it, man. I'm still holding them. But my timeline on Twitter just seems to pretty bullish on these things. And maybe it's just because I'm following some of those accounts, but I don't know, man. I just feel like it's got some kind of vibe.
That's legit.
I will say RENGA did something similar, like had similar price movement when we first covered that. So, I mean, you could totally be right here. Sorry to cut you off, Ty.
No, I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. I got a good feeling about Kitaro and what they could do long term. I guess the rumors are that they're working with like Studio Ghibli, which is a pretty well-known studio, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna sweep. I like the Kitaro vibe. I feel like it's not too late by any means, especially for the space. And they're on a dip right now, all things considered, I think. So
yes, sir. Gatsby's also buying Kitaro here. He said he bought a top 200 rarity for 0.3, which that's pretty good. I mean, if you're getting the rare stuff, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great pickup.
Yeah, I mean, just from listening to you guys talk about this and like Gatsby chime in, I feel like I might be on the wrong end of this one, but I'm gonna stick with the sell. So we'll have to revisit that next week.
Yeah, and this action, it got all the way back down to like 0.11 or something. So it's on line to come up again. So we'll see how it gets. But man, I'm regretting not selling when it went back to like 0.12, something like that.
Yeah, average price yesterday was 0.16. So it is on the way back up. We can see. Cool. I might have to look into that some more so I'm not so uneducated about it.
Yeah, definitely worthwhile to look into, paper.
Hell yeah. Well, speaking of being uneducated about projects, we got RENGA next. I know like very surface level stuff about this project. Not sure what all's going on over there. Ty, I usually defer to you on this to start us out with RENGA. So do you want to start us out again with what's going on over here?
Yeah, I'll do my best. I still like RENGA, and it's on like a little bit of a dip, I think, similar to Kitaro. Long term, yeah, there's a lot of room to grow. Great vibes, great art, and every day, I think more and more like OGs find themselves in the project. At least that's what it seems like. So I'm rocking with it, sweeping them at 2.5, right? 2.4, yeah, I'll sweep them. I could see 3.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep, 2.4. We'll lock in that price. You said you're sweeping?
Yeah, I'll sweep. I could see some growth here.
Hell yeah. All right, Kaizen, you're up.
Hey, I really project, and somehow I haven't bought it, and I've just been distracted by other things. But I'm staying with this whole thesis. Yuga makes moves, and everything else suffers. I think one of those projects, people cash out to those Yuga assets like Mutants, maybe an ape. So I'm going to sell them. I'm still bullish on man, I could still maybe getting on the 5 ETH range, but from here to October, things are going to be sold. So I'm going to.
You say you're sweeping or selling? Sorry.
Long-winded sell these.
Selling. All right. I think I'm going to surprise y'all on this. Oh, man, it's tough. It's always like.
Sweep them, player. Just sweep them.
I really want.
Gatsby's got the brooms going and everything.
Gatsby's got the brooms going. I mean, everything he's saying is definitely true. They got the grailed people in 10 KTF. This is behind. I mean, the people that are behind that are behind this project. We Knew Labs. There's a lot of good connections to be made between this and everything that's going on with Other Side. You can't really fade these people. So, I'm going to surprise y'all this week. I'm going to sweep it.
Hell
sweep
yeah.
RENGA at 2.4.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
We're taking chances, but I mean, yeah.
I think that might be the decider for this next week.
Yeah, right. But paper, I think what you did here is what's happening in real life too, fam.
People flipping,
like
flip-flopping opinions.
Flip-flopping and diving in.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's all it takes, because I feel like it's easy to see stuff, especially NFT projects, from the outside and then not understand it and just immediately write it off. But then there's a lot more underneath the surface. So, I mean, RENGA seems like a perfect candidate for that, because me personally, I'm not into the whole storytelling type meta that's going on right now, but there's definitely something there. And it's, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and dive in to see why people are excited about this new stuff. But yeah, cool. Sweeping RENGA. Number 10 for the day, DEEPOBJECTS.ai. I will say, I just found out about this project this morning. I swept one of them. I own one of these right now. So I think that automatically means I have to sweep.
You got to sweep. What'd you buy for it? Yeah, it's the first I've seen this project.
I just saw it pop up this morning. Let me go through there. I don't know anything about it either. Let me just put that out there. But I saw that they had a partnership with MoonPay that they announced this morning. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
2 hours ago, MoonPay. We're excited to announce a partnership between Deep Objects and Hypermint by MoonPay. Together, we aim to bring life to a future where buyers play an active role in shaping the outcome of objects. So I don't know anything about Deep Objects, but it was pretty cheap. There's, I think, 10,000 total of them. And I know they got a MoonPay partnership. So I bought one. What do you guys think?
It seems pricey.
What's
for
the floor
not knowing.
price?
Floor price is
really
0.085.
They must be ripping right now, though, right? Because that best offer is higher than the floor price.
It's been about right there. Like, I think I bought at like 0.085. Yeah, I still got to do some digging on this myself, but here's the quick description of it. Welcome to Deep Objects, a design experiment to create the first decentralized design studio. Your HUE access pass will grant you the ability to curate plus customize your sneaker and participate in our collective design studio. Our journey from idea to object begins 10/10. Oh, that's today. Okay. October 10th. So I didn't even see this at first, but so you'll be able to customize a sneaker as part of this thing.
That's tight. Okay, the website's kind of cool.
We'll see. I'll connect my wallet. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something special you get, or like access that you can get access to if you own one of these passes. So we'll see if I can get in here and maybe drop some alpha. It doesn't look like it. This is all the website is, just the mint page, and it's already minted out. So floor price is also going down.
Floor price is going down. All right,
yeah.
Paper's already read.
Yep. We read in real life now.
I am not that much of a degen right now to just sweep these on no research because that website didn't do it for me. So I'm selling.
Selling. And then our last pick of the week. Oh, also, Gatsby is selling too. So far it's 2 against 1. Kaizen, what do you think about the deep objects?
I'm so sorry, Paper. I'm going to trade Ty and Gatsby, and I'm going to sell.
All right. Hey, don't come crying to me when I'm wearing the hottest sneakers in the game.
Okay.
I like the confidence, man. I hope it pans out for you because you're actually trading with.
Yeah, this is one of the few where I put my money where my mouth is, but I mean, y'all saw the last ones I did that on, and I definitely took fat L's. So who knows? Like by the end of the day, I could have already sold my deep objects NFT. Who really knows? But yeah, that's this week's episode of Sweep or Sell. Is there any other projects that were on y'all's minds? Oh, this is actually a really good one. Thank you for bringing this up, Gatsby. He says thoughts on probably a label. Did you guys check this project out? I actually bought one of these last week and still don't know that much about it.
You still got it?
Yeah, so I bought one. I plan on holding this for a while because it's essentially like a Web3 record label. It has partnership. I don't know if Warner Brothers is the people behind it or what they're doing. Or sorry, Warner Records. But they're basically making a Web3 record label.
Interesting. No, I haven't really looked into it too much other than when you were just talking about it, whatever day you scooped it. But it's worth looking into. I mean, these large like industry players got to try to get in sooner than later if they want to try to direct the vibes any certain way. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's worth looking into for sure.
I mean, as somebody who's working on music stuff right now and something very similar to this, there's definitely a huge opportunity and space for it. Like if they use this as a launch pad to launch artists' careers or like, you know, just move them from Web 2 into Web 3, I think this could be really big. So for me, that was just enough for me to want to take a gamble on it. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I like to see that there's finally some more innovation in music NFTs because it's been lacking compared to all the other segments of the NFT industry.
Yeah, right. Especially from a big player.
I think
we got Gatsby sweeping these.
I need to do my research on this. I think, unfortunately, my opinion is most first like dip into Web 3 for these are not going to work out, but there are going to be that go to the moon, and so nice like a nice play. I mean, this could be one of the biggest things, or it could kind of slowly go to zero, but we're taking a chance on a few of these.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it really, the price goes into a lot of it. Like even like, yeah, also cheap, so just degen. That was my thesis on this. Like if I'm going to lose on this trade, it's only going to be losing like 0.1 ETH. And for me, I love the asymmetry of those small little bets right there. So yeah, clearly something's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to go up or down. Historically, music NFTs have not done well. I will say that. Like, I don't think there's only one NFT that's like a music NFT that I've made money on, and that's the Arpeggi Studio Passes.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit.
Yeah,
there was
that's
another
a good move.
There was another music NFT project that sat at the top of OpenSea for a minute. Damn, I can't remember the name of it for a while, but it was a really dope vibe. And the artist gave up the masters to the record or however it was, like the music component of it, which was really interesting to me and like definitely doing something a little bit different, or the first I've seen with that. See if I can find it quick.
Are any of these ringing a bell?
What you got?
I'm just going in the under the music category.
It's like a dude who's laying down on a picnic. Yeah, right there, that one. Boom.
OMG Kirby.
Yeah, those are tight. Yo, and the vibes are nice too. Like maybe play one through the speakers if it's gonna come through all right. But yeah, these minted out at like 0.05 and they're 0.02 now. So like you're not wrong with music NFTs kind of struggling overall. But like the description and the project, like it's cool. Like just they're doing something a little bit different, and I rock with it.
I really do like the art. It reminds me of Kitaro and just that Japanese style stuff too.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's like a totally different type of like generative plus animation like component, and you get a whole beat like and all the rights to it. Like that's some innovative stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I do like how they changed, like they do generative different types of instruments. So you never know what ensemble you're going to get of the songs. All right. Gatsby says he's got to go climb a bit. Thanks for joining us, man. We're about to log off as well. Enjoy the climb. Yeah. Have a good one. Have a safe one. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Gatsby. Hey, guys, I have one more.
What you got for
so this is just an art. He's a great artist, and I just want to inform people like you may or may not, but I really like the vibe. And
what's his name?
Chain Virus.
Oh, and, yeah.
If you buy one of these tokens, there's 69 supply, and they haven't sold it. But yeah, that first one of those, then you're going to get a drop of an, and that's not my favorite of his art. 0.2 ETH, and we're using for the music, the might be a label or something taken here, man. Like if you look back at other artists, they're early do well, and who knows, a Degen play, but I personally like this guy, so I'm in this. Hold it. Every time he does a drop, whoever 10 people will get that edition, and then the next time he does a drop, they'll just start exclude it, tell everybody that has it gets one. And so you're not going to get every drop, but you're running until you get one. It's kind of a cool mechanic, and I like rooting for these kind of small, unsung guys. So he's on my list.
Oh yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. I was looking at the painter token a little bit last week. I'm still on the sidelines because I'm a little bit more hesitant to pull the trigger on some of this art stuff, but I definitely vibe with it. I like it.
Yep. Yeah. Not financial advice, but that's a Degen play that I made and how it ages.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
And also, yeah, what's up, Nibby? Shouts out to you for being here. We're about to wrap it up here. It's been a little over an hour, but really good participation from the crowd. Love the energy today. Thanks everyone for joining us. We stream this every Monday at noon Central on Twitch and YouTube. And be sure to tune in next week to see how we did this week. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. If you want to join our community, visit apewell.com. And besides that, I hope you guys all have a good day, and we'll see you